welcome back to another episode of Ishy's Live Out Superstars with your best host, and today's superstar guest is me, myself, and I. Yeah, I decided to go solo for this episode because as fun as it has to have guests on, it's time to show you guys what the main character can do, because I am the life of the party after all, and it is unfair to not get to see me take the spotlight every once in a while. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's fun having everyone on, but at the end of the day, like, you guys need to see more of, like, myself. I haven't really got a chance to fully flesh out and take the spotlight. I mean, everyone deserves the spotlight at the end of the day, but, you know, like, you're going to be hearing my voice for the whole episodes if you're watching and listening on Spotify. Isn't that so exciting? But yeah, I hope you guys have had an amazing summer, because I definitely had quite a wild and hectic one for the most part, especially towards the end. I'm going to get into that shortly. But listen, look at my tracksuit that I have. You know what? This was actually a present that I got 2 years ago now, I think. I think it was Christmas 2023, if I'm correct. Either 2023 or 2022. But either way, like, this is actually my first time wearing this. Let me, like, show you, like, the full... Look at that. It's from North Face. My parents got some me for Christmas. It's literally, like, I actually really love this. I don't know why I haven't worn this outside yet. I feel like it's more of, like, a chill, like, vibe loungewear. I don't know where I would wear that out to. But, hey, wearing this to my podcast is, like, the best thing I can offer to you at the moment. If this is your first time watching this again and you don't really know much about me, because everyone's had an introduction, right? So a quick reintroduction to myself. If you guys don't know already, my full name is Ishmael Gage. I'm 24 years of age now. Obviously my friends nicknamed me Ishy. That's where the name has come from. Actually, funny enough, the nickname actually came from primary school. Like, a lot of girls used to call me that when I was younger, and I just, like, kept that name with me, like, most of my life. So I just said, yeah, hey. And you know what? It's much more fitting to my status. I just feel like with how I carry myself as a big, extravagant person, I feel like Ishy it just completes that whole, like, profile in my name. So yeah, that's me. For those that don't know already, I've also made an episode previous back, like a couple episodes back. I am autistic. I am on the mild autistic spectrum. And yeah, so I am neurodivergent, which is actually pretty interesting and unique. I graduated last year at the University of Westminster in November. I studied graphic communication design, and I am on the road of trying to find somewhere now. So if you know any graphic design industries that could help me out, I'd really much appreciate it. Social media wise, side hobbies, I am a content creator in fashion, lifestyle and entertainment. I just right now pretty much do a lot of personal diary posts. I am looking to be sponsored by fashion brands particularly, so please, again, if you're watching this, or if anyone that knows anyone in the industry, I much appreciate getting this boosted up, because I would love to work with a lot of brands. Some of the brands I do want to work for actually would be ASOS and Boohoo for the most part, as I've been doing a lot of content for their outfits over the years, and I just love, like, how they articulate their outfits and how they put their pieces together. So that's pretty much about me on that end. Yeah, people know me to be very loud, charismatic, over-the-top, dramatic, quirky, flamboyant, you name it all. That's just literally how people describe me, and that's how I see myself now, coming into my true character, my true self. What got me into this podcast in the first place was I actually all started last year, where I started going out doing public interviews. It started at this time last year, actually, September, because I actually was doing public interviews for London Fashion Week, which I was asking guests that what pieces of clothing inspires your look and stuff, and why do you like wearing what you're wearing and all of this stuff. A long story short, I started getting invited to events, interview events as well, actually interviewing influencers, other stars, mainly Love Islanders, which was actually really cool. I got to interview Ella Thomas and Ruben. That was like iconic moment for me, especially like a pinch me moment for Ella Thomas, Because listen, I did not hold back in what I was asking her at all. I even got a follow from Ruben on Instagram, which is actually a bonus for me. I never imagined like someone from Love Island actually followed me. Like when I saw that on the day that he started following me, I fucking screamed. Like I don't even, I screamed because I was like, somebody famous acknowledges me. Why? Like what have I done to be acknowledged like this? It was actually really cool. I've actually had quite a few conversations with him. It was actually really cool. Like he comments on my posts as well. So yeah, that's awesome. I like that. But yeah, no, a lot of people I started doing TikToks, videos for TikToks and stuff, and after a while, a lot of people just suggested, oh my goodness, do a podcast, start one officially and all of this stuff. And I said, you know what, why not? I said, why not? Because if I'm going to be doing this as my side hustle, I'm mixing this at the end of the day, I say, you know what, let me just make this a proper thing and actually start a whole series. So here I am, 7 months in to Ishy's Live Out Superstars, and I hope you've been keeping up because I'm going to be delivering you a lot more going forward. So you better not miss an episode, better not miss a clip. I'm on all platforms, as you can see already, so just get ready for the most iconic adventure with Ishy and co. And yeah, that's all it about me, to be honest. Oh yeah, speaking of graphic design, I designed this, by the way, a couple years ago. I did a project. It was actually quite cool, pixel characters. I'm gonna start doing more of you lot potentially again, because I actually enjoyed that. Oh, okay, let's get into summer, because, where do I begin? All right. So first things first, I actually went to the spa on last week actually. Was it last week? Yeah, I went spa just recently for the first time. Oh my God, so needed. I'm literally like partying, going out, doing all sorts all the time, and it was just time for a detox, time to rest. My skin feels so much cleaner and I feel so refreshed. I've actually been dying to go to the spa for like over the past year. My best friend was actually supposed to be taking me. Listen, all I can say is I was not waiting anymore, because from the time we used to work together actually, and we actually like been planning this for a long time. My friend was like, oh yeah, let's plan this, let's go spa. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. This was literally like last August, by the way. No, last July. So yeah, it was last July. And he was like, yeah, let's go spa, let's plan a day. Okay, cool. I'm planning a day. And every day that we're trying to like organize it and plan it together, he just kept, I can't do today, I've got this going on, or I've got this going on. And it obviously, like, to be fair, he started becoming a lot more busy with work. This was like shortly after I left that job actually. So from the time he asked me about going to the spa, which was the time we were working together, to now, yeah, I left literally like 2 days after we started planning that. So every time I tried to plan that, it was kind of like not really being able to do it. And then like over time, he became really busy, unavailable. And I just said, okay, you know what, like, I just went, I'm not gonna beg anymore, so I'm gonna take myself. I actually tried to ask one of my closest friends recently, actually, because he just flew back from Poland. Shout out to you. I missed him so much. I haven't even seen him yet. I haven't seen this guy in over a year and 3 months. So I was like to him, let's maybe catch up, go somewhere, Let me go to the spa with you. And he was like, yeah, I'll see. Obviously, he also got his own stuff going on as well. So, more of the story, I'm not waiting on people. I'm not waiting on people to have fun or just to relax and enjoy myself. Because me, the year I had, it was not easy getting through this year. But I'm here, I'm enjoying it now. I'm happier, I'm in such a happier position. So I just decided, let me just treat myself and just take myself to the spa by myself. And you know what? It was actually really good. It was the peace I needed. I literally can't complain about it. Like, I literally was unbothered for just a couple hours. And you know what? Sometimes that's just normal. And I feel like as you're growing up, you start to realize, like, not everyone's gonna make time for you. Stop waiting on other people to have fun. So I'm gonna have fun, whether you come with me or not. At the end of the day, I always make new friends when I go out anyway, especially when it comes to concerts and stuff. Speaking of which, listen, let me not talk about the frustration I had with all the concerts that I've missed this summer. I've literally had 3 opportunities to go to a concert or a festival and stuff. I've literally missed on all 3 of them. To be fair, the first 2 times I went, right, I was actually working at another job because I just started a new job recently, like within the past like month or so. And so I wouldn't have been able to go anywhere. Like my time was very cut short. But Chris Brown, I wanted to go and see him in June. And you know what? I ended up not going. But that was mainly because people have been like, oh, you should have went. I'm like, fair enough. I love Chris Brown. And I went before. I went 2 years ago with my other friend, actually, which I actually wanted him to come with me again, which was why I chose not to go, like, without anybody else. Because he was the only person that I really wanted to, like, see Chris Brown with. Like, this guy was more of a laugh of the party than I am. And, like, that experience with him and Chris Brown was just, like, it made my whole, like, experience, like, 50 times more exciting. So, I definitely, like, regret not seeing Chris Brown. And you know what? Comparing to how he performed when I went, he was literally flying up in the flipping Tottenham Stadium. You see, I've been seeing Beyonce and her stuff going on Tottenham Stadium and all that, but Chris Brown, I wasn't expecting him to be that magical. And you know what, like, again, I wish that I went. Another one I missed was Wireless. Okay, cool. Wireless is a biased one for me because I had to stop doing Wireless like 2 years ago now. I just realized I'm 24 years old, man. Like, this is for 18, 19-year-olds plus. Like, I'm not gonna be part of that, like, teenage crowd for much longer. Even though I act like a kid myself, but, like, to be around kids is different. No. But, the year I actually stopped going Wireless, it actually started getting good again. Like, what do you mean Drake brought out Lauryn Hill and Burna Boy, and then Vybz Kartel came out and all of that stuff? Yeah. Even Drake alone coming, Drake being all 3 days, I wasn't expecting. It would have been nice to actually, like, see him. He was actually on my bucket list once before, actually, like, as all the concerts that I've always wanted to see, I've seen Chris Brown, I want to see him again. I would love to see Drake. I would love to see Nicki Minaj. I would love to see Neo. I would love to see Jason Derulo, Ella Henderson, Becky Hill, Craig David. Listen, I'm not going to start talking about Craig David. Not seen him. I bought tickets as well, by the way. Let's just dive into this properly because this was actually a really annoying situation that I got into, right? So, basically, it was like end of July, I found out that he was going to be performing at the Outernet on Tottenham Court Road. And you know what? Because this was 2 missed opportunities from the Outernet that I missed. Because Wes Nelson actually performed at the Outernet early June, start of June. Bearing in mind, because I went to this ASOS pop-up back in June where they were obviously just launching the summer collection. And of course, I'm a big ASOS diehard, so I had to go and turn up. And it was really good. It was on a Thursday. I usually look after my little brother on Thursday evenings. So the opportunity to see Wes Nelson live again for the 4th time. I don't care how much times I've seen him because I've seen him 3 times before then. The first time I saw Wes Nelson was when he actually started his first live show. Second and third time was at Night Tales, where I used to work. The 3rd time I got a picture with him again, I was like, oh, do you remember me? And you know, I was so nervous at first. And he was like, oh, I kind of remember you. I showed him a picture of the time that I first met him at the first concert. And he was like, oh, yeah, I met you. Oh, yeah, how you been? I'm like, yeah, I got a picture of him, whatever. It was so funny how that played out because my manager at the time, he literally went over, tried calling... My manager and my best friend went over, tried to call Wes Nelson over to me. And he was like, no, not now. Later. And my best friend came over to me, right? And he was telling me, he's kind of scared of you because you keep staring at him like, bro, like, you need to, like, stop fangirling over him. I'm like, who's fangirling over him? I'm just showing my, like, natural excitement. But yeah, I was just so starstruck because I actually saw him perform in one of the club rooms that I was working in. Oh, Wes Nelson, man. Anyway, so back to the story. He was performing at the Outernet in Tottenham Court Road in the evening. But the ASOS staff told me, oh, we got a surprise guest this evening. If you're sticking around, I'm like, oh no, but I got to leave early because I got a babysit. And he's like, oh no. And then I heard the crowd saying, it's Wes Nelson, Wes Nelson. I go on my Instagram story, well, I check his Instagram story, Wes Nelson's Instagram story, said, I'll be performing for ASOS. And I'm like, no. I asked my mum, can you please cancel your client so I can go? And she couldn't because she already had it booked. So I was so annoyed that I didn't get to see him again. Same thing happened with Craig David. But this time around, tell me, why the fuck did I get sick 3 days before his performance? I kid you not, right? So I ordered his tickets for like, it was only £20 as well. Bear in mind, it was £20 I spent for Craig David at Outernet. And this guy's a legacy performer, so okay, cool. £20 for him. Why not? Let me see. So I bought the tickets for him. I bought the tickets to go see him. End of July, within like the 3 weeks time, and I was hyping up. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to go see Craig David. It's so exciting. I'm gonna be doing this. Like maybe I could like meet and greet him. Cool. So we was waiting. The 2 weeks came now, like the week's coming up, like we have 3 days left. I actually went out to a party for one of my friend's birthday, like before that. I tell you, my throat started playing up, my nose started burning, I literally felt like shit. My head was burning, right? My head was burning. I was bedbound 2 days before. The anger that I felt, right, when my mum told me, you're gonna have to sacrifice Craig David, my heart drops. I said, I've been dying to see this guy. I've been dying to see this guy. Listen, what? I was getting mad. And then, yeah, the day came. And also, I just left my previous job beforehand. So I was gonna start my new job the next day. So I had to really choose between being well enough to work my first shift or going to see Craig David and killing myself out the next day. I had to sacrifice Craig David. I was so mad. And I saw the stories. It looked surreal. It was so annoying. And then what was worse, the next day, the first day that I started working, by the way, he went out to Brixton with DJ AJ. So I could have seen Craig David twice and I missed it. And this the worst thing about it as well. I saw DJ AJ 3 days before Craig David in Brixton, in the same spot. Yeah, nightmare. So at the end of the day, I was not pleased at all. All I'm saying now is I really hope like I get the opportunity to go see Craig David again because yes, I would love to go see him. I've briefly saw him at the Kiss FM Haunted Halloween party 3 years ago now, but I was sitting at the back of the whole stadium arena. So he was literally like an ant size to me. But yeah, to see him up close would have been literally like my dream, my English, my bucket list. But yeah, that is that. But who would you want to go see? Comment below. Okay, so what else did I get up to this summer? Right, I went on to Love Island Aftersun. I'm not even joking. It was such a pinch me moment. Oh my God. So much like, I got to speak. I actually got to speak. Can you believe that? If you guys saw the episode where I got to speak, raise your hands up. And I got to speak to Alima. If you've been catching up with what's been going on, I basically like popped a question to her. And oh my goodness, let me look back on the video because that was like outrageous. Yeah, there we go.
So, you were really close friends at work. You see, as well.
Look how nervous I sounded.
I do really like the color. That's not thing, and that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, she couldn't she couldn't answer the question the way she wanted to. But I can imagine, like, it was actually really, yeah, that was so unbelievable to see. I spoke to my jammer as well. I mean, I've been speaking to my jammer. I've been on there 3 times, by the way. So this was my actually 3rd time going at this point. And, but this was my 1st time actually getting the speaking role because the last 2 times didn't. You know what, funny enough, the last year I went, I actually could have spoke because it was based off, so the producer came over to me, right, asking me, we're gonna get you to pop a question about, it was Ayo and Mimi's relationship at the time, and they were talking about whatever, like should they stick together, whatever, or should they move on, and I was like hooked up. I was like, oh, you know what, like Mimi needs to, was it Mimi or Ayo? I think Ayo was like, he needs to stay loyal to Jess now because it was like, you've made your bed, whatever, lie in it, whatever, you've kind of like shown more connection with her. So I was prepared, I was mic'd up, getting ready to speak and all of this stuff. It dragged out so long, I literally didn't get to touch the airtime. They ran out of airtime. It was, yeah, I just, no. My heart broke at the time and I said, no, like, I'm never gonna get this opportunity. And here I am, a whole year later, and I got the opportunity, and then everyone was like, oh my God, you finally got to speak. Listen, do you know how long I've been dying to have a speaking role on Aftersun? Sign me up for Love Island next. Oh, I also was on Big Brother Late and Live. That was also another one. Should I play a reaction to that as well? Yes, I will do that. Let me scroll down. That was a pretty insane one for me. I don't really watch Big Brother like that, but I just, you know what? Funny fact, I actually started watching Big Brother last year's season just so I could have that opportunity to speak. To be fair, like, I've started watching Big Brother like since then, so okay. No, wrong one. It was this one. Let me turn it down a little bit. I was starting with a lot. I was starting with a lot more here. Nah, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, being on live TV is nerve-wracking. Like, I'm not even gonna joke to you because at the same time, like, you don't even get time to like prepare script. If you mess up your lines, you've messed up your lines. Like, it's just mad. But this wasn't even scripted. I had to like come up with my own like question. I had to like rehearse it in my head. I'm like, yeah. What am I gonna say? My God. What TV show should I be on next though? Reality TV show. Because I would actually love to be part of that. I also made a brief cameo in Made in Chelsea. Like in 2020? Yeah, it was 2020. But yeah, nothing much. Maybe again, like, I was put on a date in Made in Chelsea with this Australian brunette girl. Ooh, she was nice. She was talking to me about pets and stuff, and she was living in Australia for like 10 years, and she just literally moved into England like 2 days before the casting or the shoot. So that was pretty interesting. Funny enough, when you're an extra, you have to like really mime. Like, you have to like they tell you to mime your words, whatever. Like, you can't really speak out loud whilst the main cast are like acting, because we was in a cafe or like a bar, restaurant or something like that. And me, I'm shit at whispering. Like, I can tell you right now, the way this was my whispering voice. So basically, do you see like the director came over? No, the director kept like clicking at me or whispering like, "Oi, quiet down, stop talking, be quiet." I'm like, I can't. I'm really bad. I suck at acting. I don't suck at acting, but I suck at whispering. But that was a bit of a like awkward moment for me. But yeah, I actually, you see, I've had quite a lot of TV opportunities, so yeah, man. I'm gonna hit you guys up with some dilemmas, scenarios, you name it. Pretty much the same pizzazz that we have every time we're on here. But I'm gonna solve some problems for you guys, you know? Like, I'm gonna read out some of the public dilemmas and just some generic dilemmas that we can help you solve. Right, so the first one is, okay, so someone asked, Ishy, my boyfriend just started getting TikTok famous and girls are throwing themselves at him. I don't know what I should say or, no, I don't know if I should stay and support him or leave before he cheats. What would you do? To be honest, if your boyfriend starts becoming TikTok famous, I advise to just trust the process. Like, you can stay, because at the end of the day, like, you're not responsible for what he does. Like, once he starts doing it, then you can, like, make your move from there, like, leave. To be honest, yeah, there are a lot of couples or a lot of people I know now that are influencers or famous, than they have their partners, which don't really like being showcased on social media. Oh, I literally know a girl that I went to school with who is a famous influencer, yet her boyfriend is like the most private person, like, in his life. He doesn't want to really be like showcased like that, even though like she still like posts him every now and then, like love appreciation posts and all of that, but like she doesn't like do social media, get him in his like her content, like be like, oh, outfit of the day with my boyfriend and stuff like that. So that's like, oh, okay, the next one is, I found out my best friend is dating the same rapper I've been sneaking around with. Do I tell her or keep enjoying the perks? I mean, it's a bit harder for a girl, because for boys, if it was me and my guy seeing the same girl, but then I decided to like, yeah, she'll be known as slutty and all of this stuff. But if it's the same boy for two girls, it will be alright. So I don't even know what to say to that, be honest. I'd just honestly say, fuck, you know what? Do it. Because I say, play a game. Try and set him up for something or something. That's what I can recommend. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, flate and flate? Flate. My English is not English today. Fame and clout dilemmas. Issue, I got offered a fake PR relationship with a semi-famous YouTuber. It could blow up my socials, but I don't actually like them. Should I play along or pass? I'd play along with it, honestly, because what am I getting in return? As long as I get something in return, like if I'm getting the exposure with you, if you're getting me brand deals, if I am part of your grind that I'm gonna be able to share with you afterwards, the rewards I'll be getting, I'd play along with it. But if you're just using me and I get nothing in return, then nah, I wouldn't even get myself sunk in or entertained into that. Ooh, okay, the next one is, my cousin went viral for clowning a celebrity on TikTok, but now that celeb wants to collab with me, not him. Do I say yes and risk ruining family ties? If it's really that deep, it depends on the person that I'm doing it with. Because let's say, no, you know what, in this, for the plot, I would decline it. Only because, right, they've obviously mastered their work. They've been putting in work. Even if it's mugging someone off, basically, they've basically been putting in work just for now the celebrity to be acknowledged in that certain way, but I picked somebody else. I wouldn't find that fair. Like, imagine, like, for me, if I was talking about, and I ran about celebrities on my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, guys. Ishy Live Out Official. I am unfiltered. I am chaotic on there. This is where you're gonna see the real unfiltered, chaotic side of me. So yeah. So if I was to do that, and then that celebrity eventually approached my friend or my family member, and they took it, I'd feel some sort of way about it. I feel a way, because how comes now you're approaching someone else? Like, I basically wasted my time. I can't have, no. Okay, so what's one mistake that low-key shaped your whole journey? Ooh, all right. This one was actually such a big opportunity that I fumbled so bad. And I didn't even fumble it. Like, I got accepted and then fucked up. So this is what happened, right? This is what happened. I signed up for this modeling agency. Oh my goodness. Basically, I'm not going to speak about the agency because obviously, like, I'm going to just keep that confidential. But the agency, it was basically making vlogs, going on dates. Yeah, you're getting paid to go on dates, basically. Isn't that so exciting? So go on dates, get free food, promote the brands and stuff that they're obviously, like, offering to you at the time. I was like, listen, this is my cup of tea right here. So I got accepted to the agency, started this whole group chat. I was in this agency group chat where they were obviously updating you on shoots and stuff. So how they done it, right, was they give out a calendar every month, every 2 weeks in the month. So the start of the month and towards the end of the month. So it was around the start of the month. This was back in March, by the way. So I actually accepted the casting and I got selected. Oh my God, do you know how excited I was? So I was like, yes, baby, let's get in. Oh my goodness, I'm ready. Now, I'm hyping up, getting my hair cut, getting everything shaped up, getting my outfit together, my sexiest outfit, because I'm going to go on a date and get paid for it. So, this is the mistake I did now. Hear this. I got the dates mixed up. I kid you not, I got the dates mixed up. And because it was on a Thursday and I thought it was on the Friday, and I always babysit on Thursdays, right? This is about me. Like, I always do childcare. Like, I always look after my brother on Thursdays. Why am I saying babysit? He's flipping 8 years old. Anyway, so I looked after my brother every Thursdays. So I'm getting ready, whatever, chilling, waiting for the day, the countdown, like one more day to go. Why do I go upstairs on my phone? I see 5 missed calls from the agent manager and the director. I go on the WhatsApp group chat. I've been kicked out. I kid you not. The agent messaged me asking me, are you nearby? I'm like, what do you mean am I nearby? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's... No. This can't be right. I looked at the dates. Because I think it was the 5th of March. I thought that was on a Friday. It was actually on a Thursday. Oh my God. And the casting already started. The shoot already started. I literally started panicking at this point. I'm like, oh, no. I messaged the agent. I'm like, oh my God, I made the biggest mistake. I thought it was tomorrow. I'm so sorry. And you know what? They have this like term and condition. Like, if you don't let me know or pull out under 24 hours, you will be kicked off the casting and you will not get selected for any future shoots and you'll be blacklisted. So now I got blacklisted, right? And I called up the agent, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I've made the biggest mistake of my life. I'm so sorry. And she was like, oh, well, I understand it was an accident, whatever. But it's unprofessional, and yeah, explaining to me like, you know, we need to rely on our clients. And I knew in that moment that whole career pathway was shutting down. And I just said, please, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm open for any future opportunities. Like, I promise I won't mess up next time. And she just shut me down and immediately just said, yeah, no, not gonna happen. I don't think so. That's not happening again. And my mum heard the conversation. She came into the room and she was just like in disbelief. So like, are you serious? I just said, my God, that was the start of many things. But hey, you know what? You win some and you lose some. That is a heavy loss that I had to face so bad. But I'm never putting myself through that again. Like next time, and I'm not the type of person. Better man, I'm not the type of person to have like bad timings and stuff. I'm always good. Like I'm always preparing like days before outfits and stuff. So how on earth did I get that mixed up? I don't know, boy. I don't know. So that is the biggest mistake that I made for myself, honestly. All right. If I weren't podcasting, what would I be doing right now? To be honest, I'm only doing this for fun, eh? But if I weren't doing this, I'd be modeling or trying to model, because that's what I want to do as well. I either do that And I mean, I'm still I'm still trying to get into graphic designing like properly. So that's like my main graft. But this and my other side hustle besides of this would be like modeling. That would be modeling or doing something with fashion, because I'm dying to get into that. And you know what, London Fashion Week's coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. What is the pettiest reason you've ever cut someone off? What is the pettiest reason I've ever cut someone off? Okay, the pettiest reason I cut someone off simply is wasting my time. No, wasting my time. Yeah, I cannot stand time wasters. That is literally like, the moment that I arrange something with you and you constantly start letting me down to the point where I'm starting to like lose trust, you're unreliable, boy, you're out. You're not my friend. Sorry, because I need to rely on my friends. I need to rely on people. Like, if I'm doing something, it's about like not making me look like an idiot. So yeah, blame me if I want to cut you off for letting me down or not turning up to going out with me all the time. And you know what? From that point on forwards, I should have read the room that this person doesn't even value my time. They don't give a shit about me. So why am I gonna make the most effort for someone that doesn't even give it back to me? You get it? Okay, so I got one last one I'm gonna do before I wrap this up. Would be a brand offers you a collab deal, but it's with adult diapers. Do you secure the bag or protect your rep? Protect my rep. Sorry, I will work with any brand, even if it's to do with bloody helping out, doing some girl's makeup or something, maybe. But diapers, are you crazy? You could never see me in that. I don't care. No way you're gonna be seeing me go on fucking public in fucking nappies. Nah, pass that to someone else that will do that. Even if it's for a bloody challenge, I will not stoop that low to do that. Are you crazy? And just like that, guys, I'm wrapping up today's episodes. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I am on all socials as usual. Keep up with me on Instagram, subscribe to this channel on YouTube, and listen to me on Spotify if you've hadn't already. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I will catch you guys in the next one. See you later and peace out.